Hi Blythefield family, it's Chef Chris here. Valentine's Day is coming up and let's make something special for our sweetheart. Tonight we're making medallions of tenderloin with a Chateaubriand sauce, guaranteed to make you the hit of Valentine's Day. It sounds complicated, but it really isn't. It's a single pan operation, so there's not too many dishes to do afterwards. We've got 2 3-ounce medallions of tenderloins, and we're going to season them with some nice salt and pepper. We're going to give them plenty of seasoning. I've got a pan on the stove already over medium-high heat. You can use cast iron, or I'm using non-stick here, whatever you really like. We're just going to make sure we season both sides really generously. Don't get your oil too hot, that way you're not smoking out your whole house. These just need to be medium, nice and brown, nothing too seared, nothing too heavily seared. Hear that nice sizzle as we put them in the pan. We're going to let those cook for a couple minutes aside. While those are cooking, let me go over some of my other ingredients. The rest is all for the sauce. For the sauce, you're going to have some garlic, you're going to have some shallots, you're going to have a little bit of tarragon. Fresh is great if you can find it. If not, dry works perfectly well. Some dry white wine, a little bit of beef stock, some butter, and a little chopped parsley. Let me check my beef. Might be time to turn them over already. It really doesn't take too long. Minute, 2 minutes aside, just get them golden brown. So I make my sauce generally right in the pan, and then I pull my beef out a little bit to rest them a little bit. So once they're seared on this side, we're going to start adding some of the other ingredients. I go for a nice medium rare and medium on these medallions, but of course if you like them well done, just leave them in there longer, or you can transfer them to a waiting oven and cook them for just about 8 or 10 minutes and they'll be done all the way through. So shallots first and then garlic, and these will cook quick, only about 30 seconds is all you need. We're going to let those saute in the pan. Notice I haven't added my tarragon yet. That's going to come a little later. Next comes the liquids. We're doing the white wine first. I like to put my white wine in first and let it reduce just a little bit. It concentrates the flavors in it, and it doesn't taste super that sour wine taste. You want a little bit of that so it's good, but a lot of it really doesn't do the sauce any favor. At this time, I'm going to flip my medallions over. That way they get evenly sauced on the other side and they get that flavor really built into them. I'll do that a couple times while I'm doing this. Now I'll add my beef stock. And we're just going to let that saute in there a little bit. Now our medallions have been in the pan a little bit while and the beef stock is reducing a little bit. It's time to add our tarragon in there. And at this point in time, I've already checked my medallions. I know from cooking that they're done now. I'm going to pull them out of the pan and let them rest a little bit on this plate while I'm finishing the sauce up. If you're checking with a meat thermometer at home, if you put it in there and it's about 125 degrees, you know they're a good medium rare then. About 130 for medium. Just going to rest them on this plate here until we get ready to plate them. And to finish the sauce, we're just going to add a little bit of butter. We're going to gently swirl this around in the pan. I'm going to turn my heat down to simmer so the butter doesn't melt too fast. This is the time you want to taste your sauce to see how your seasoning is doing. And you want to add any salt and pepper in there if it needs it. It needs a little pepper for me. I like it a little peppery. So the last thing we're going to add is a little bit of chopped parsley to the sauce. Don't worry about that butter, it'll melt in there really nice. So So you can serve this with the starch or vegetable of your choice. Today I did little fresh Michigan potatoes roasted in the oven and a little bit of broccoli with it. So to serve this, we're just going to put our medallions down on the plate right next to our potato and veg. Put it whatever way you want to, and we're going to put a little sauce over the top. Use a spoon or a ladle. I'm going to do a little pour. And I'm going to pour a little sauce over the top. And there you have it. Medallions of tenderloin with Chateaubriand sauce. Have a good day.